Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you are doing well, and it's time for a weekly track roundup. My thoughts, feelings, and opinions on a bunch of tracks that have dropped over the past week or so. And whether I loved them or hated them or fell somewhere in between, they're all linked down below in the description box, so you can check them out for yourself. And yeah. That's it. That's pretty much the concept of the video. Also linked down below, of course, as always, is our Turntable Lab link. We get kickback from it if you head over there and buy some vinyl, some turntable stuff, some whatever. Again, supports the channel. Also, our Patreon page, if you want to get some extra bonus monthly content, some Let's Argues, some exclusive classic album live streams. That is down there as well, if you want to do that. And also the Needle Drop Shorts page, the Fantano Shorts page. We're getting tons and tons of hits on that thing every week, and I'm happy with the way that it's growing. We're almost to 100K subscribers over there, so hit it up, follow, get that cool, fun, short-form content and stuff. And yeah, that's it. That's about it. Thank you guys very much. Follow up with that. All right, worst tracks of the week. We have a handful of those, and they are as follows. Bam, let me just get them in front of my face over here. All right, here we go. Let's go. We have a little extra track coming from the deluxe edition of this Noah Kahan record, Stick Season. I've been getting a lot of people talking to me about this, and I'm just not really crazy about this song, Dial Drunk, that a lot of people are kind of making a big deal of on Apple Music as well. I saw it was on the front page. To me, it just kind of feels like a combination of Lumineers and The Tallest Man on Earth with some tackier lyrics. I'm just not really into what's being brought to the table here. Honestly, I just don't really think it's my vibe. I don't think it's for me. Frankly, it just kind of seems like a cheap, watered down version of something I would like. Frankly, just being straightforward about it. Also over here, not really digging this 30 Seconds to Mars Life is Beautiful track. Just sounds like some overblown, over budget piece of like movie trailer rock. It's just really, I think, I guess, pompous. And moving over here to this J Hus song, Who Told You, which I think has a decent groove to it and everything. But the Drake feature on it is absolutely terrible. He sounds robotic. He sounds lifeless. Him trying to do like the accent thing is very odd and very cringe as well. I'm just really not feeling it, honestly. And also not really into this new City Girls cut. I mean, they're usually good for a banger, but this is kind of, another song. We seemingly have at least a couple drop every month where it's, gunning for some hit potential. It's trying to jump on the charts. And how do they do that? They just interpolate a much more popular and much better song from the 80s or 90s or whatever. This time around, it is LL Cool J's I Need Love, and but instead it's, I Need a Thug. And yeah, it's just kind of gross and annoying and blech. All right, moving on to the tracks I was meh on. Not crazy about personally, but you might enjoy them more than me. They are as follows. We have this new one from Sam Smith and Madonna, S&M. That's kind of cute. Vulgar is the name of the track. There are some lyrics and some passages of this track I would say that are kind of obnoxious and annoying. However, I do think this is still a pretty powerful team up, and it's a very kind of sexy, hard-hitting, and confident track that you might get quite a bit out of. And yeah, it's just kind of playful. It's in your face. It's very, but maybe so much so that it's like, ugh, yeesh. Come on, guys, tone it down. Maybe just a touch. But whatever. If it's not too much for you to handle, you're going to love the hell out of it. All right, we also have this new one from Rosalía, TUYA. I think it has some decent vocals on it, but like many songs off of Motomami, I thought it was maybe just a little short, a little underdeveloped. I kind of miss when Rosalía would really kind of take her time on a track and really show off some vocal acrobatics and stuff. I do appreciate this poppier, more direct side of her, but simultaneously, I do kind of miss the nuance and the subtlety that would be worked into a lot of her tracks earlier in her discography, but you take what you can get from one of the best vocalists out there in the mainstream currently. All right, we also have a new one from Romy of XX fame. This new one over here, I think, is a decent dreamy piece of dance pop, but it doesn't have like the strongest vocal performance or anything like that. Loveher is the title, and yeah, again, it's groovy, it's pleasant on the ears, but not necessarily like standing out to me or anything like that. We have a new one from PinkPantheress from the forthcoming Barbie soundtrack. I mean, it's kind of just like a very commercial, bland version of what you would typically expect out of a PinkPantheress song. Hopefully she's just like, getting a fat check out of being on the Barbie soundtrack. And we have a new one from Lorraine over here, who I'm kind of surprised has written a very kind of reverbed out, somewhat anonymous and hollow little dancey tune that, again, has grooves for days and has a lot of atmosphere, but usually the vocal performance is, again, a lot stronger, like we heard on the previous record. And, this seems like a bit of a stylistic change, by embracing some kind of dreamy, what I want to say is mall dressing room dance pop in a way. But yeah, it's all right. And finally, Janelle Monae over here with the song Champagne Shit, a track from the new album, The Age of Pleasure. It's out now. I don't want to get too deep into it or anything because I'm going to review this record very soon, and you will hear my thoughts on this song and many others when it comes out. So... and finally over here we have one from Glasser, who has not released music in quite a while, but this new song, Vine, I just thought was like super derivative of Bjork and not really interesting in any other significant way. I was hoping for more from it, frankly, given that it's been so long, and I do like some of Glasser's older stuff quite a bit. But this seemed like, move in a less distinct direction. Best tracks of the week, they are as follows. We have a new one from Sharon Van Etten over here. This song is included on the new Past Lives soundtrack. It's been a while since I've seen like, a nice single song soundtrack inclusion where like the music video is a bunch of stuff spliced together from the film. Kind of gave me weird 90s vibes in a way, 90s and 2000s vibes, because there were so many songs released like that back in the day. But this is actually like a really heart-wrenching and compelling ballad, I think, at least from what I can see with the music video and the trailer, fits pretty well with the film. But yeah, Past Lives. Movie coming out or is out, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a movie guy. All I know is that the song is out, Quiet Eyes, and it's a beautiful song, and Sharon brings a good vocal performance to the table, so hell yeah. All right, we also have one from Shamir over here, who's also bringing big 90s vibes to the table, like, angsty, heart-wrenching acoustic guitar, bedroom strumming, and that's not just because that's like what's being implied in the music video and everything. Yeah, it's just like kind of your angsty teenage acoustic 90s ballad with some, backing rock instrumentation, and I feel like the song is well written, and Shamir's voice fits the vibe really well, so, why not? Try the track out. We also have PJ Harvey over here, the great P.J. Harvey. I Inside the Old I Dying, that is the title of her forthcoming record. This is the title track, and this is easily one of the most devastating and also low-key and, I'll say, despondent ballads and songs that I think she's ever released in single form. And yeah, I think it's, a bit of a slow burner, but still a very well-written, well-put-together one. We have a new one from Peter Gabriel over here, who I was not expecting to come out with such a bop on this new one, but the rhythm guitars are so freaking sharp, and the bass line is sick, the drums are great. Some of the vocal layering, I think, could be better, but this is like a really bright, fun, funky, little bit of art pop that Peter has brought to the table here. Road to Joy, Bright Side Mix is the title of it, and yeah, it's kind of a bop. Also feeling this new drums track over here, which I thought was quite groovy, post-punky, and emotional. Obvious is the title of that. And finally, Alan Palomo of Neon Indian fame, and Vega, so on and so forth fame, is now releasing music just under his own dang name. And it's been a while, but he's still kind of up to his old tricks. It's kind of got that nostalgic little synth funk element to it. It's poppy, it's tasteful, it's fun, it's groovy, it's well produced. It's got that hint of nostalgia too. And yeah, really looking forward to this new chapter for Alan's music, because I think he's always brought some good stuff and creative stuff to the table. Stay at Home DJ is the title, and of course, with that, it's got kind of a cheeky little theme to the song as well, coming out in the lyrics. So yeah, that's your weekly track roundup, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this video that you are digging on, and I will see you in the next one. Anthony Fantano, Weekly Tracks. Subscribe, Like the video? Forever.